This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
A very beautiful evening to you, and thank you for joining us on the ITV News for tonight. I am Lawrence Osifo. The Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, has issued a one-week ultimatum to waste managers across the 18 local governments of the state to wake up to their responsibility of waste disposal or have their contracts terminated by the state government. The Deputy Governor handed down this during a crucial meeting with the state accredited waste managers and other stakeholders at Government House in Benin City.
As one of the ways to actualize the shine agenda of the Governor Monday Okpebholo-led administration, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, invited all state-accredited waste managers, local government chairmen, and other stakeholders for a meeting. Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa said the crucial meeting is to brainstorm on ways to manage waste generated in the state, challenges, and profile solutions.
We will no longer tolerate his attitude. Yes, there are challenges, but we are ready to join you to provide solutions to some of these challenges.
Right Honorable Idahosa said waste management is an integral part of the aesthetics of the state. Hence, the waste managers have 1 week ultimatum to wake up to their responsibilities.
1 week to meet up with your responsibility, or we will revoke your agreement with both the state and the local government.
The State Commissioner for Environment and Public Utility, Barrister Nosa Adams, says a cleaner Edo State is possible if the waste managers are up and doing, and suggested the setting up of feedback mechanism between the state government and waste managers. The Managing Director, Edo State Waste Management Board, Lucky Eneita, said government has invested massively on waste management.
If you have an area you are responsible to, please make sure to cover the area and cover it appropriately. Our administration is committed to strengthen the framework that guides the operation of accredited waste managers.
Some waste managers suggested ways to drive the enforcement process, challenges and way forward.
There are still some people who may not be able to pay.
From Government House Benin, Deborah Uberfun, ITV News.
And in Rivers State, where the Chief Judge of Rivers State, Justice Samuel Amadi, has declined a request by the Rivers State House of Assembly to constitute a 7-man investigative panel to probe the allegation of gross misconduct against Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Maodu, citing subsisting court orders and a pending appeal. Justice Amadi's position was conveyed in a formal letter addressed to the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Martins Amewele, alleging receipt of 2 separate requests from the legislature dated January 16, 2026. The requests were made pursuant to sections of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, and resolutions of the House to initiate impeachment proceedings against the governor and his deputy. According to the Chief Judge, the Assembly's requests were accompanied by extensive documentation, including copies of the Notice of Allegation of Gross Misconduct, the Rivers State Impeachment Panel Conduct of Investigative Procedure 2025, and relevant newspaper publications. However, Justice Amadi disclosed that the office had earlier been served with 2 interim injunctions issued by the Rivers State High Court sitting in Oyibo on January 16, 2026. The suit filed by Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy listed the Speaker and 32 others as defendant, with the Chief Judge named as the 32nd defendant in the matter. Guests on the Current Affairs program 60 Minutes Nigeria have advised political office holders to place the welfare of the people above personal interests as concerns continue to trail the practice of godfatherism in Nigeria's politics. Oluwafemi Farayola has more.
The guests made the call while analyzing the renewed political tension in Rivers State, which they attributed largely to godfatherism and the strained relationship between the state governor, Siminalayi Fubara, and his political benefactor, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. His Royal Highness Bako Dogo expressed a differing perspective, stressing that political mentorship in itself is not wrong, but becomes problematic when personal interests are placed above public good.
So let us call it speed. If you don't have a godfather, you cannot become a councillor today in Nigeria. If you don't have a godfather, common councillor, you cannot become a councillor today in Nigeria. Even in the church, in the mosque, we have godfather. Fubara should go back to the drawing board. Even it's not too late. Even with the impeachment that they have already served on him, even with whatever, let us start begging those people.
On his part, Dr. Maxwell Osage described godfatherism as a major setback to democratic governance, noting that it often undermines the will of the electorate and fuels political instability.
The beauty of Ukmevolo in Edo State, let's get it clear, sir. When you have a godfather from another state, it's a bit better. So what we are saying is this: Wike did not become governor overnight. Wike did not become FCT minister overnight. People gave him that opportunity. So what we are saying is this: we are saying, while we respect the concept of godfatherism, when you put someone there, please take a little step backward. Allow the person to function.
Both guests, however, agreed that political leaders must always remember their primary responsibility to the people, urging those in positions of authority to embrace dialogue, transparency, and accountability in resolving political differences. They further called on political actors in Rivers State and across the country to put peace, development, and good governance above individual ambitions in order to strengthen Nigeria's democracy. Oluwafemi Farayola, ITV News.
In Kano State, where the Kano State government has taken over the prosecution of the gruesome murder of a housewife and her 6 children at Dorayi Chiranchi quarters in Kano Metropolis. As Kano correspondent Abdul Ibrahim brings us the details.
Briefing journalists in Kano State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Abdulkarim Kabiru Maude said the decision followed directives from the state governor. He explained that the move is aimed at ensuring a thorough, transparent and speedy prosecution of the case. In line with the provision of the law, the Attorney General commended the Kano State Police Command for its swift and professional response, which led to the arrest of the suspects linked to the incident. He assured the resident that the state government remain committed to ensuring justice is served, stressing that anyone found culpable will be held fully accountable.
A land uses excellencies, PAM's directives that justice must not only be done, but it must be seen to be done. The Kano State government, through the Office of the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, will take over the prosecution of this matter. A dedicated legal team is being constituted under the direct supervision and leadership of the Attorney General of Kano State, who will personally oversee this case to ensure diligent handling, timely issuance of legal advice, and the effective prosecution of all persons allegedly found to be culpable in the Seniors Act.
The state government says it will continue to collaborate with the security agencies to ensure the rule of the law prevail. Abdul Ibrahim reporting from Kano for ITV.
Nigeria's premier private university, Igbenedion University Okada, has announced its 2025-2026 matriculation ceremony will hold on Saturday, 24th January 2026 at 10 a.m. at the university's main auditorium in Okada. The ceremony will feature a lecture titled Career Enhancement Through Diversity and Inclusive Initiative, to be delivered by Professor Andrew Haruna, Secretary General of the Committee of Vice Chancellors of Nigerian Universities. In a statement signed by the Deputy Director of Public Relations, Loki Ebo Onokwe, says the fresh student will be formally admitted into the university's 7 colleges, namely College of Health Sciences, College of Pharmacy, College of Natural and Applied Sciences, College of Law, College of Engineering, College of Arts and Social Sciences, and College of Business and Management Studies. The statement explains that the management of the university extends warm congratulations to the new intakes, assuring them of a rich academic experience supported by dedicated faculty and staff. The event will also be accessible via a meeting ID online at 748-491-8882 with the password IU Okada. And in Lagos State, where the Lagos State High Court has adjourned the Owode Oniron Crisis Court case to the 26th of February 2026. The court granted the application of the applicant seeking to be a joinder to be joined in the matter, represented by Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, SAN. Agboje Warrior has more.
On resumption of the matter over the crisis of the Owode Oniron spare parts market before Justice Savage of the Lagos State High Court cancelled the judgment creditor, Barrister Olabode, told the court that they need the leave of the court to respond to the affidavits of the applicant seeking to be joined in the matter, owing to the fact that fresh issues were raised in the application. The court insisted that the judgment creditor does not have such privileges under the Lagos State court orders and rules, but can be allowed if the counsel can refer the court to any similar matter. After several references have been made, the court granted the leave of the judgment creditor, insisting that they should only restrict their response to the new issues raised. After proceedings, counsel to the applicant seeking to be joined on the matter and Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, said they decided to approach the court following the injustice meted on the traders, while counsel to other parties declined interview.
In the case before the court, our clients were not parties to the case. The judgment was delivered, and in the course of executing the judgment, their name was added. And so we have approached the court to set aside a judgment on that basis. The other side has filed a counter affidavit. So in court today, the judgment creditors have asked for an adjournment to allow them to respond to our affidavit.
The matter has been adjourned to the 26th of February 2026 for motion on notice to be heard. From Lagos, Agboji Horia, ITV News.
The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC Lagos State Command Area D Command comprising Oto, Awori, Ojo, Iba, Olonguda, and Badagry Division in portions of the core vision to ensure effective protection of critical national assets and infrastructures has met with stakeholders in the area. The State Commandant of the NSCDC, Lagos State Command, Mr. Adidu Tunkeshiro, says that the community engagement was very important to obtain feedback from stakeholders on issues of vandalism of asset infrastructure in Lagos State.
Mr. Dedo Tunkashiru said the protection of critical national assets and infrastructure is yet limited to critical sectors such as oil and gas, transportations, power and energy, telecommunications, education, health, amongst others, but remain one of the core statutory mandates of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, hence the need to collaborate with the locals. The State Commandant, represented by the head of Critical National Assets and Infrastructure Department, Deputy Commandant of Corps, Kolawole Agbetilui, said the meeting has collaborated with stakeholders and achieved its mandates.
The Corps is responsible for protection of critical national infrastructure, such as oil and gas pipelines, power installations, technology, telecommunication facilities, transport networks, and other strategic assets. Disaster management, emergency response, rescue operation, and intelligence services.
The meeting was attended by the Nigerian Air Force, Customs, Immigration, Police, and other sisters agencies. From Lagos, Messalina Unkwo, ITV News.
And that's the size of our package on the ITV News for tonight. I am Lawrence Osifo, thanking you for watching. From all of us here, to have a pleasant night rest. Good night.
ITV.